just.
Thank you, Ash. Awesome. Thanks, Hugo and Ash, two very amazing guest speakers. And yeah, I said I knew Hugo for like a year and a half, and I knew Ash for probably like 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, you're both amazing. Okay, now it's time for my own speech. So I introduced myself earlier, but I think this speech is going to be talking a bit more about my personal experience and also related to AI. So my topic is craft your career strategy in the age of AI. So a bit about me, actually a lot of things in one slide. So my background is actually non-IT. So I did the Bachelor of Communication. It's not electronic communication, it's just human communication or journalism when I was in China. So in the year of 2009, I was a year one fresh, student in university in Shanghai. And yeah, I liked my major, and then I went to the TV station and interned as a journalist. That was in 2011. But I didn't like that job because I guess sometimes you feel, because I personally, I like reading and writing a lot. So I feel like, oh, that's the industry that I want to get into. But actually when I worked there, I worked for more like an entertainment, reality show. And that wasn't my thing. And also the work-life balance was quite terrible. I had to work really late and, come to work around like 10 a.m. and go back to my school, the uni, around maybe 2 a.m. In the morning. So that was not healthy for me. And I decided to change my career. This is the first pivot. I went to the game company to do project management. And I did that for 3 years. I worked directly with our CEO and the company. If any of you here plays Dota or Dota 2, that company is the Chinese agent to have that in that country. Anyways, after 3 years of high growth, because I was mentored and coached by the CEO who has an HR background, so I was really lucky. And I got pregnant. So what happened in 2016 is I got my son Andy. He was born. And also at that time, my husband, I got married a bit early. He says he wants, I guess, better work-life balance because we met in the journalism internship job. He's 8 years older than me. He's probably got enough of the working place. And he's like, now I just want to have a really balanced life. So we shopped around the world. Actually, we went to the US, we went to Europe, we came to New Zealand, Australia, and we're like, oh, the Chinese food here is a lot better than other places in the world, except for China, of course. Yeah, and as foodies, we decide to follow our stomach. And of course, everything else here is amazing in Australia. So yeah, and then we need to think about how do we actually come to live here. And as immigrants, there are certain ways like you can do investment-related PR, but we're not that rich, so that's out of the options. And then because I guess I'm very good at studying, so my husband is the opposite. So he's like, Luna, how about you do some studying? And because I don't have any IT background, so he recommended me to do accounting. But I really don't have any interest around numbers. And I also worked in the game project management role for 3 years, and I get to work with developers, designers, what else? UX, people there. So I was always curious about how they actually build the game, right? It's like writing code or just typing something, and then it happens. Because I was doing project management, so I have to chase them for the progress. So I'm like, for example, Adam, when is this going to be done? He's like, this bug is really tricky. I don't know. I don't have any estimation. And because I don't have any IT background, I have to trust them. So I'm like, okay, if you have an estimation, just let me know. Which is a bit empowering because I don't know whether they are telling me the truth or tricking me. But I got really interested in what exactly they're doing. So when I got the chance to choose my second major, I'm like, I'm going to learn software engineer because now if I do project management again, no one can lie to me because I know how to do it myself. That's how it happened. So I came to Australia in 2017 with my 8-month-old baby. And I went to Monash for the Master of IT. Why did I go to Monash? That's the only university that accepts people who have no IT background in their bachelor's degree. So I went there, studied for 2 years, and I came to Sydney with my family, of course, and started my junior software engineer job prior to Canva. So I was there for 4 years. I was really lucky. Again, like I was managed by the CTO because my manager left the company after 2 months that I joined. I don't know why. Must not related to me, I'm sure. But he just left. And then the CTO has probably like 10 different juniors to manage. And he's like, I don't want to manage so many people. And Luna, you seem like a very nice people that can talk to others. How about if, Lily wants to ask sick leave, she came to you instead of came to me. I'm like, okay, I should be able to do that. So that just happened without any title change or any pay raise. So I'm like, oh, I'm lucky enough to get my first job in Australia. What else am I, asking for? So literally I took everything on. And I did really well in the role. I was a team lead, and then I did delivery management. I also did product owner, Scrum Master. I was there for 4 years, and I literally changed my jobs maybe 4 or 5 times during that time frame. It's partially because it's a small company with like 40, 50 people. So if you want to do extra job, no one is going to stop you. And how did I get to delivery management? It's literally because the delivery manager quit. And then we don't have anyone to do that. So I'm like, okay, I'll do that. And then the boss is happy. And I'm happy as well. I mean, I think to Ash's points, I'm not the person who's motivated by money. So I'm motivated by knowing that I'm growing myself. So if I got something new to do, I feel it's more valuable to myself. So why not? Even if they're not paying me extra, but I think I'm living a better life in general. So yeah, if someone come to me and say, how did you go to Canva to be an engineering manager just after 4 years of development experience in a small company? I would always say that was probably because I did a lot of different things in that company. And when I interviewed in Canva, I actually got a strong hire from our supergroup lead. And he told me he interviewed more than 100 people, and he only gave 2 strong hires throughout the period, and I was one of it. So I'm like, oh, I did really well, and I'm really happy that all the effort gets paid off. And I went to Canva in 2023 with also my visa or my PR is issued, and I was there for a year and a half. Did a lot of things, build the team, build the product vision, roadmap, etc., etc. And then I quit Canva a month ago, and I guess I'm pivoting again because now I'm more interested in the business world. So I joined JR Academy to be a co-founder, and yeah, here I am hosting my first ever English event with more than 100 people here. So yeah, I'm very happy to see, like, after how many years? 16 years. Wow. Now I feel old. But yeah, a lot of things happened. Awesome. So let's talk about AI, not myself. So we all know AI is coming, and I'm happy to see like most people are feeling more like positive about that, not like being scared, or of course we all have a bit of scary. But I guess the most of us have the feeling it's going to change our lives, it's going to be helpful, but we're also confused, or I mean, excited, scared, a mixed feeling, because there are so many ways to look at this new technology. And if you are just undergraduate who's trying to get your first job, you might be thinking, oh, do I want to be a software engineer, it seems to be going to be replaced by AI. How about I just be an AI engineer, right? You probably have those sort of thinking. If you're doing accounting, then you probably think, oh, what if my job gets replaced by AI one day? What should I be doing now, right? I guess we all have the question of what can we do now to, I guess, embrace the trend. So I have the same feeling, obviously. And I think, to me, it always goes back to what, Hugo and Ash have talked about. Remember who's using AI? Like, look at all these images here. There should be someone typing the prompt. Even if you are a prompt engineer who's chatting with the AI, telling them what to do, they have to be told, right? And you are the boss of the AI, and the human factor is always going to be there. If you are, like, for example, a senior person, a senior leader, you can probably use the AI as like a mid-level person because you know how to supervise them to do their job. But if you are just a junior or entry-level, student or graduate, what you get out of AI is probably also, I guess, similar level because you actually don't have the judgment to tell whether it's good or not, right? So I feel like the human using the AI, if you're a 10x engineer already, it's going to be helping you to achieve like 100x engineer. But if you are zero engineering, if you don't have any coding skills, of course you can use AI to help you build a simple app, but is it going to be going to production? Is it going to be iteratively, building the roadmap and actually supporting, thousands or millions of users to use your product one day? My answer is probably no. You probably need to actually know what the AI is doing in case it actually leaks your password or whatever to the public, right? That's going to be looked bad. So remember the human factor. And if you think about how you're going to be, I guess, designing your career strategy based on all the things that we have talked about, I think the 3 questions that I'm asking myself and also everyone else here can think about. The first thing, what are my unique strengths? So everyone is different, and that's perfectly fine. Some people, they are introverts, they hate talking to people. I have a coachee, like someone reporting to me, who is 100% introvert, and she has 4 cats, 3 dogs that she loves talking to. Not us, but that's perfectly fine. She's an extremely intelligent coder. So figure out what's your unique strengths, right? That's the first thing, because you can't pretend that you are someone else. You can probably do that like as a job or, in a certain period that you have to do that. But I think at the end of the day, you have to really understand yourself and accepting who you are and striving in the space that you are comfortable and excited about. The second question is what AI cannot do. Like if you are doing a job right now, you probably want to think about, if I have 10 tasks, what are the things that I can delegate to AI? And what are the things that only me can do? Like you can't ask ChatGPT to join a meeting with your boss to do one-on-ones, right? If that day happens, your boss is probably going to create his own bot to do the one-on-ones. So it's all agent-based, but I don't see that happen soon. And the last thing is you will be thinking about how to accelerating your task or your responsibilities, your job with AI's help, like how to use AI. So to put that all into practice, this is my answer, just to share with everyone. I'm a people person that you probably have noticed, who loves empower others and value deep relationship. I'm actually the type of person who hates small talks. If you talk to me for 3 hours about how amazing the pizza is, I'm probably going to be very drained. I'm like, why do I need to talk 3 hours about the pizza? So I really enjoy deep relationships. So that's why I enjoy more like one-on-one chats, because I feel that's the best way to know each other. And we can be completely open. At least I will be completely open. And then the second thing about what AI cannot do is probably reading people's emotion and facial expressions during an in-person event. So like this time, you're all here. I can see all of you. I can feel the room temperature. We're all in this space together. That is different from a Zoom chat, right? And I can tailor my talk, changing my speed based on whether you're looking at me or not, or you're just looking at your phone, right? And whether you're engaging or not. So that is something AI cannot replace. The last thing is, yeah, how AI can help you. It can help me to brainstorm, create, and summarize 100 times faster. So I'll be using AI to create content, for example. Okay, and another example to put everything into action, because I guess I want to say I am a person who walks her talk. So if I'm talking about something, that's because I really believe in that and I really have done that. So I know what I'm talking about. If I'm fluffing, I feel very insecure myself. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. So I've launched my one-person consulting business within 8 hours using thanks to the AI and, of course, accountant. I don't want to use an AI to help me open a company. I don't know whether I want to trust that. Yeah, so this is basically, because I said I get very interested into business, and I think with AI coming, it actually gives all of us here an opportunity to have your own business by having just one person, because you can ask AI to do everything that you can think about. But of course, you need to go out to find the problem, to figure out what the market needs, what the product looks like how the users are thinking about it, etc., etc. But if you just want to create websites, create logos, create beautiful, I guess, descriptions, use AI. And I did that within 8 hours to have my own business and announced it. So yeah, if I can do it, then you can probably think about how you can answer these questions yourself. So yeah, that's my talk. And feel free to think about what you want to ask in the session later, because I do feel we have a lot of curious faces here that want to jump in to ask questions. So we only have 30 minutes for the panel discussion. If you do want to leverage this in-person event to the maximum benefit, think about the question that you want to ask and then put your hand up, and yeah, we'll have volunteers to pass the mic. Before having the break, we're going to be doing a group photo now with guest speakers, me, and everyone here. So yeah, cool. Remember to smile. Awesome. That's a very effective group photo. I'm very keen to see that later. Yeah, and now it's the break and networking time for 10 minutes. So we're going to come back 7:15. And if you haven't joined our WhatsApp group, make sure to take a photo or just join it now, because you can then get the slides from this event. And also, there's another thing here is we actually created a Slido question here. And there are 10 topics around AI. If you want to jump in, put in a code and put your answer there. It's anonymous. That's amazing. And I know everyone's already on the break. So see you in 10 minutes.